Hello, everybody. This is Derek L. Mitchell, and I hope that all of you had a great holiday and a happy new year. But unfortunately, now it's time to get back to reality. I know that a lot of you are already back at school or back at work and on the process of starting off the new year, 2017. But before you get too far into it and too far entrenched into the routine of daily life, I want you to stop and pause. And what I want to do is that before I get back to shooting and putting out new episodes of the Fearless Factory, I want to help you transition into this new year with intention and purpose. I often hear people say that success leaves clues. Well, I believe that failure does as well. And I know that all of us have had both in varying amounts. So before you get too far into this new year, I want you to stop and reflect. I want you to reflect on this past year of your life, on your 2016. And I also want you to reflect on yourself. Who were you last year? What did you do? Did you meet your standards that you set for yourself at the beginning of last year? Did you do exactly what you needed and what you wanted to? Did you do what you expected of yourself? And were you the person that you expected yourself to be this past year? I want you to start off by asking yourself this question. What will you think about your 2017 this time next year? What will you think about yourself this time next year? Will you have achieved your goals or developed into the person that you aspire to be right now? Will you have lived up to the standards that you are setting for yourself right now? So I'm not going to challenge you to do any resolutions or anything like that. Instead, I want you to focus on the bigger picture. A couple weeks ago, I put out a video called "The Fear of Your Identity," where I talked about, instead of focusing on resolutions, to focus on who you want to be this year, and then focus on what you want to do. Because I believe that ultimately, we all live our identity, and that we all act accordingly to who we believe we are. So I want you to, in the comments, list 2 or 3 things that you want to be able to work on this year and say about yourself at the beginning of 2018. And I'll go first. When I think about the successes and failures of this past year, there are 3 things about my character that got me to the point that I am now, but it also kept me from going a lot farther. And those things are belief, focus, and discipline. My belief in myself pushed me to quit my job and to pursue my passion. But the lack of belief that a person with a stutter could start and build a career as a motivational speaker is what held me back. It was my focus on my goals and my passion that pushed me to do the work to get myself to this point. But it was the lack of focus that kept me from honing in on those 1 or 2 goals that were essential to accomplish this past year. Discipline. That's the biggest thing, is that my discipline suffered a lot this year. And as a result, the goals and ambitions that I had for myself suffered as well. So this time next year, what I will say about myself, what you will say about me, and what you will see in my presence, in my body, and in my career, and my integrity, character, etc., is belief, focus, discipline. So who do you want to be this time next year? And I will see you again very soon on future episodes of the Fearless Factory. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. And if you have heard anything today that has inspired you to think and act fearlessly in your life, then click here to subscribe and stay up to date on future episodes, here to watch the previous episode, and don't forget to check out the blog at myyearoffear.com. And I will see you on the next episode of the Fearless Factory.